Hello, I'm joining the Trinket Tuesday from the Preppy Crafty Girl. She's doing the hashtag Trinket Tuesday. Well, I'm jumping on. As you can see, I have lots of trinkets. And so I have these drawers, and this is what they are. Just drawers of junk. So that was another reason why I was like, I think I need to get on this. I have trinkets. Some of the trinkets, the bowl of doll parts from different dolls that my Wee has painted, and they've come apart or they've broken. She played with these things very hard. There's just a Mario head in there. So I have these. There's another strange doll head. A couple of these. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. Anyway, so these are just some of our little doll heads. These are going to go into a different box. So those are I'm taking out. Here's another box. I'll go through that another day. Here's another one. Just junk things. I think, ooh, I could do something with that because I'm like you. Here's another one. It's full of like bracelets and beads and things, broken jewelry, you know. So I have another, that's considered trinkety. It's got some really pretty little things. Like that's one I just crocheted. When I first started crocheting, I made a necklace. Anyway, it's full of that, but we're going to set that to the side. Then I have this one that's got some, I don't know, they're like baby links. I thought they were really cool. I have no idea. I have no idea where these came from. There's a tiny little magnifying glass there. And, oh, a little compass. So those need to find a home, but not today. Here's some other strange thing. I have bits and pieces of this, and it just makes me think of a DNA kind of helixy thing. So I love that. And then there's some stuff that's come off of things. Some little painted, you know, things that we painted. Let's see. This one is rings. I saw a person crochet something on these little things, and I happen to have some. Look, I have 4 of them. So I need to find that pattern. It was so stinking cute. I don't even remember what it was. I just remember she used these little eyes and then like ring pops. I don't know. Okay, this is the one we're going to go through. So I took the time. This was when the keychain came off because we wanted to use it for dolls, like a little cotton candy. And she did, but she has been going through stuff. She doesn't want this anymore. She has something else that she likes. So we made it into a charm. So that I finally made into the charm. It's been sitting here. So thanks to the Preppy Crafty Girl, I have been inspired to put a charm back on it or a hook back on it. So we'll hang this on some kind of journal. I think I've got a few in mind for her, like a BFF one I've been collecting for, and a doll. I have actually 2 ideas for a doll. We're also doing a Laura Ingalls journal. Just some journals of her favorite things. Okay. So I think this would be really cool on one of the, like, you know, real kid ones, unicorns or something, you know, like that. I don't know. Could put eyes on it. It could be a flamingo face. I don't know. Anyway, and then these were something, I don't know if they came from a birthday party or where, but they showed up at our house. And she doesn't particularly like them as bracelets. So we thought, let's throw them in the trinket bucket. And here they're 2 different sizes. I think they're neat. So maybe for a sewing journal or some kind of really fun kids journal. Maybe a kids sewing journal. I don't know. They're cool. Anyway. And then, okay, the ants. So I mentioned before that I'm doing an ant journal. I have a relationship with these little things. And I had picked these up like a long time ago. They were like, you know, almost 20 years ago. Because they made me giggle. They're clip-ons for like a picnic table to keep your tablecloth from going away. But because I have a thing about ants, I don't like them. I thought they made me giggle that they were giant ants on my picnic table. So I had to get them. I've had them all this time. I don't use picnic tables. So I thought they'd be really cute journal charms, like maybe for a picnic or for my ant journal, which I'm making. And I can clip it on the side next to the tassel. Oh, so those I have. I'm going to put that one. I have a few extras. If anyone is also making an ant journal, let me know. Otherwise, you know, I don't know. I'll have to think of other fun places I can stick them. At Halloween, I put them around my house. So, but I did go ahead and put one for my ant journal. So there's two things I've pulled out of this box. This is going in the sewing. These are going back to Halloween. Okay, and then she had these little socks when she was little. Well, she's walking. You know, around 2 years old or something. They were like little slipper socks. And they're really cute. And they had these little things on the fronts of them. They were kitties. And there were hearts on the tops of the toes. There were little bows. And so anyway, she outgrew them clearly. And so they were just hand stitched on. So I took them off and donated the slippers, which were still in excellent condition. But no one would even know. Like, they were just whip stitched. In fact, some of them came off. That's how come I knew they were going to be easy for me to remove. So now I get to keep a little memory of her running around in the house with these. These were on some of the slippers too. Her running around the house in her little slippers when she first got big enough. Cute. So I can put these in my projects. So I'll probably leave these in here because I'm sure I'll have some other little things like this that'll be similar to this that I can put in. But so that's my trinkets for today. These two are going to go into journals that are coming up. This one's going back in the thing all nice and pretty and organized. These are going with the sewing, the Halloween, and then I've got to go through each of these. So I'll do these, and that's going to be my Trinket Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I'll pull one out and go through it, and then when I go through these, I'll go downstairs and go through the boxes that are down there of trinkets. I have a problem. I mean, I mean, why? Because I thought I could make a dog toy or something. I mean, that's how I think. Just a lone domino. But it's Plankton and Squidward, I think. No, it's just, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to do something with it. That's what, little sunglasses. I want to put those on dolls. I've made a project with that. My bee girl, a little charm somebody made me. I mean, I just keep, you know, I don't know. This is a horn off of some toy packaging that we got. You know, I don't know. This thing made me giggle. Some kind of cord. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. But it's here. Oh, and so thank you for hosting such a fun, you know, thing, because I'm going to get to go through, I mean, it's chewy, you know, so what am I getting? That has to go with the 80s, right? That decade of my life. Okay. So there it is. It'll all be going through, just like my books. I'm going through all my books, my magazines. I'm taking them apart. I'm putting them in the categories of the projects I'm doing that are, you know, this is a me project. It's just memories I have, and I want to make art out of that memory. And so that's kind of how I'm going, seat of my pants. But I think it's going to be fun. And anyway, it's maybe instead of scrapbooking, that's what I'm doing. Past memories, you know. Anyway, okay, so that's my Trinket Tuesday for this week. All right, I'll see you later, maybe in a comment section or something. Bye.